Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Citizen Sleeper 2. And yes, I do have a different outfit. Today, I am having this wonderful Miko outfit, priestess outfit, here for you. Very blue, I know. Very, very blue. Stop with the demon thing already. Jesus. And here we are. Let me put myself back again. Perfect score. Yay. Wonderful. Sorry for my throat. It's been quite silly. As always, reminder, if the sound is too loud, let me know. And I love Citizen Sleeper, taking consideration that this game is about reading a lot. In this case, I'm gonna read it to you. And taking decisions and management. So yeah, I hope you can sit back, relax, perhaps have some snacks, and enjoy the ride. Honestly, I loved the first Citizen Sleeper. I really, really loved it. I really, really liked it. And let's start with the second. Here. Tutorials on, difficulty can be changed. For those focused on the story, the intended difficulty for those happy to be challenged. Broken dice cannot be used. A standard distress tolerance, death incurs a significant permanent penalty. Let's go with the normal one, I guess. Confirm difficulty. There we go! The art in this game is great. As you can see, it's really, really cool. Let me close one thing over here. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna put the microphone. So, we have to choose a classify or skills. Oh yeah, the class. Operators, sleepers are built to work with drones and remote machines. Alright. Let me see the stats in this one. So we don't have endure, it seems. But we have interface, 2 of interface. I forgot what intuition, of course. And then extractor sleepers are built to work at the coal phase or corporate resource extraction. Only 3 classes. Machinist! This is calling into my soul. Mystic, thank you so much. Machinist sleepers are built to repair and modify automated systems. So, a lot of engineering, some interface. We are able to do endurance, but we don't have engage. And I forgot what engage means. But we don't have endure in this one. And in this one, we don't have intuition. That's a difficult choice. Oh, thank you for the hydration. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly. I have a cold tea over here today. A little glass. The rest is water. All right. The sleepers are moving in. Oh, man. What was engage? I forgot. Oh, but I want the engineering skills. Let's go with this one. I'm so ready. I'm gonna put the microphone well. I'm sorry. It was being silly. In the moment before waking, the darkest space before conscious thought, you struggle to find the pieces of yourself. Usually, these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing sequentially like the boot process of an old terminal. First your body, artificial, compromised, but relaying sense data all the same. Then its context, the breeze of air filtration, the soft contact of your birth in 0G. Then emotion coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it the first... Sorry, I'm warming up. Coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it the first instinct, the one that has framed your past 100 cycles. Fear. But that familiar sequence does not arrive. Instead, you're unmoored in space, your body distant, your context silenced, even your emotions somehow obscured and scattered. Among all that disarray, only one familiar thing arrives: the fear. It is a scrambled, panicked fear, the drowning fear, the falling fear, the fear that makes you reach desperately for any stable point. It is the fear that tells you something is wrong. Something is very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper! The voices whispered in your ear. I wasn't happy. Okay. An act that makes you suddenly aware of your head, pulsing in pain and your body rigid with tension. A sleeper, a familiar name. A mind copied, emulated, a body built, implanted. One person is sleeping until the depth is worked away. Their double being made to work, to be consumed, and eventually to be destroyed. A proxy, an emulation, a sleeper. That is what you are. But you escaped. You remember that now. You broke free of your corporate creators. Essence Harp. In search of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since. All of a sudden, you remember you have eyes, and your eyes flicker open. Pale eyes in a pale face. Lane. The name comes with its own specific sensation of fear, one you recoil from instinctively. Sorry to interrupt. A sharp smirk, but this ends here. It's a Yakuza! It's a Yakuza! Look at him, it's so cool! Oh wow! You search your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane is leaning over your horizontal, floating body. Looking down into your eyes. I took you in, protected you, gave you a purpose. You try to look away, to the corners of your vision, to find something you understand. Your body does not respond. But I suppose that wasn't enough. He reaches into the pocket of his jacket and retrieves a small vial. This wasn't enough. The vial glitters. This object you know, and have known for a long time. A stabilizer. The drug that keeps your artificial body, your emulated mind, from inevitable decay. The only balm for your planned obsolescence. The liquid rolling in the vial fills you with disgust. Lane pockets the vial. But it would be wasted on you now, after what you have done to this body of yours. He looks at you with a palpable disgust. Lane's eyes scan your body, and as they do, you become aware of the wires and tubes attached to you. Those that were meant to free you from your dependence. From the stabilizer and the control it grants Lane. They are free, you piece of shit. They don't need you anymore. The voice comes from somewhere behind Lane's head. It is a voice, you know, but when you search your mind to try and understand why, you find only dizzying darkness. Shut up! Lane barks the command, and you hear the sound of impact, of pain, from elsewhere in the room. You try to move your limbs again, and this time you feel a flicker, the twitch of a finger. You feel the extension and compression of synthetic muscle. Free, are you? Lane smirks. You were free when I disabled your tracker, when I gave you the stabilizer you needed. He scans your body with angry eyes. No, you aren't free. You are just broken. I had such big plans for you, Sleeper. I invested in you. Lane grips your arm hard and you feel a jolt of reaction. You will the arm to move. But you have ruined all that. Lane speaks louder, over the sound of a struggle behind him. I will try to preserve your body, of course. I have my own uses for it. But your emulation? You feel one of his hands searching behind your head. He finds and grips the thick cable running into the port at the base of your skull. I will burn that out. Gasp! I hope you're liking it, by the way. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body, then spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling, the cables plugged into you looping and dropping around your limbs. Then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone diligently unplugging you. You meet his eyes. Hey! He waves a hand into your dazed face. We need to move. Lane won't be out long. He unloops a cable from around your wrist. Sleeper? Help me out here. You blink slowly. Do you know this person? He leans over you and you feel his hand on the connector, flicking switches, releasing locks. Come on, come on, come on! He tucks the connector clear and pulls you up. You see the room you are in for the first time, filled with tech and terminals, wires waving everywhere, all lit by big windows looking out on an impossibly bright screen-filled street beyond. In the corner, you see the dark shape of a floating body surrounded by a glittering constellation of crimson bubbles. Is that blood? Move! You're wrestled and shoved towards the door, which slides open in front of you, and then... Sorry. My throat is feeling funny today, especially today that I wanted to play this. It's fine, I'm fine. And then you're out in all that brightness, all that movement, gliding hard towards some unknown destination. Look at the city! So pretty! I love it. You come to a stop in a dark alley, the one who guided you here pausing to catch his breath. He doubles over beside a massive life support unit that sends a lukewarm breeze across your skin. You stare at him, trying to recall anything about him. You notice his tattered jacket, his lightweight clothes. You remember these stations aren't hot. Something about the power that flows through the place. He looks up and meets your eye. What's going on, sleeper? He wipes sweat from his forehead and it floats away in a swarm of spheres. Talk to me. Who are you in the first place? You see a concerned frown across his face. Don't mess with me, sleeper. That's not funny. He comes closer, eyeing you carefully. What station are we on? He narrows his eyes, waits for the answer. You close your eyes, trying to recall. You force your way through the dark to the image of a station. No. A city growing on the back of a vast set of hexagonal solar cells, shadowed by them. You open your eyes. Hello, everybody! Welcome! Dark side. The word leaves your mouth like an exhale, an instinct. Before you heard yourself sounded out, you didn't know it was there. He sighs. And me, who am I? You see something like fear in his eyes. Panic, perhaps. You stare hard at his face, the slight upturn of his mouth, the intensity of his stare. Nothing comes. He closes his eyes and drops his head, putting a hand to his temple. The reboot, he says, speaking quietly to himself. Lane interrupted the process and... He lifts his head and stares at you. We need to keep going. We need to leave. He turns and kicks off down the alley. Come on, the rig can't be far. Ooh, so this is Darkside. Welcome, everybody. All of the newcomers, welcome to Darkside. A wonderful, mysterious, and also really cruel city at times. Get comfy. As you are led through the passages and serviceways of the station, you try to recall your life here. The texture, the temperature of Darkside feels familiar, but you struggle to pin specific memories to it. Focusing hard, you recall waking up in these passages, cycle after cycle, the rhythms of the station flowing over you along the crowds. You recall desperation and the slow decay of your body that caused it. Then Lane, those pale eyes, offering you a glittering vial, a stabilizer, the promise of supplying more for your work. A deal he locked you into a cage. There your memory fails you, but in the dark, beyond that moment, the city of panic, of fear, remains. You were Lane's prisoner, Lane's plaything. You shudder in the cold passage. Wait, your guide holds up a hand, and you stop your glide using the wall. Ahead, you see the tunnel opens into a wide open bay, with a few doors leading to cylindrical tunnels. The docks. They are watching the rig. He nods towards the docks, and you see one of the doors has a couple of figures flanking it. One covered in ornate tattoos, the other with bright silver implants along their cheekbones. Utsubo, Lane's guys. He looks at you and shakes his head in frustration. All this... It's not coming back to you, is it? Something catches your eye, and you see he is playing with a coin, nervously turning it over and over in his fingers. He sees you looking and slips it away. He places a hand on his chest. I'm Seraphine, alright? He looks pained when he speaks. Lane, he was our captor. Both of us. We did this so we could escape. We needed to reboot you, to break your dependence on a stabilizer. He pauses. You know what that is, right? You not meekly. But Lane interrupted me back there. And the reboot didn't complete, and... He sighs and shakes his head. We can still make this work. He looks back at the docks. I'll lead them away. You get the docking bridge open. If we make it to the rig, I know how to get us in. Got that? He searches for you. He searches your face for a sign of recognition. This is such a cool game. I am very, very biased. I know. Ban, welcome! It is a particular game. I know. However, it is fantastic. It is very much a magnificent game. For me, for my opinion. I've got it. Get the door open, he pats you on the shoulder. I know you can do this. Seraphine kicks off hard and glides into the docks. Over here, shitheads! He bellows to the guards as he barrels through. They immediately push off from the wall, giving chase. Oh! Tutorial! During a scene, you may encounter skill checks, where you can perform certain actions using your skills. Like the dice actions you will encounter later, skill checks can have a positive, neutral, or negative outcome. The better the rating of your skill, the more likely you will succeed on a check. The odds of success are displayed when you select the check. Okay. We have 50 neutral and 25 both in positive and negative. And this is positive and neutral. Of course, see, the engineering was good. The engineering was a good choice. Oh, yeah, baby. Break the seal. Neutral outcome. Nice. I'm happy with it, you know. Oh, God. You shift to the central... Well, if you think about it, this is like D&D. This is very much like D&D, but futuristic. It's really cool. And with some management in the way. You shift to the central access panel and wrench it open. You scan over the mechanism, looking for a weakness. Somewhere nearby, you look more shouting. You hear... You look? Where did I... You hear more shouting. You reach in and grab the main latch, straining as you bend it outward. The seal releases, and you drag the door halfway open. It screeches in its metal frame as you pull. Go, go! Seraphine flies past you. Through the doorway, into the docking tunnel. Sorry, I was looking at the chat and got distracted, and my brain glitched. Mid-reading. You turn to see the two guards approaching fast across the docks and quickly glide after Seraphine. Seraphine is already at the rig's door, inputting an entry code. The rig's door scissors open, and you both rush inside. Quickly! Seraphine grabs you by the arm and drags you up to the cockpit, the ship's layout hazy in your mind. He dumps you in a flight of seat and straps himself... Wait, no. He dumps you in a flight seat and straps himself into his own. You see him tap a series of buttons as he does, talking to himself. Come on. The rig's drive rumbles into life. Seraphine slams a button on the console. You feel the force of the ship's acceleration as it pulls away. Ooh! That's so cool. Stop. Hello, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Oh, the music. Oh, the music. Oh. Oh, let's take a moment. Oh. Pure relaxation. Absolutely. Oh, so good. As the ship glides into space in the connecting bridge, its automatic systems nudged there by the port's docking protocols, you feel a sense of relief. Seraphine burned hard out. Wait, let me read the chat. Oh, you're Mr. Plushed. Oh, it's been so long, Mr. Plushed. Or in this case, no. Wet Frosting? Ah, Mr. Plushed. For those who don't know, he's an old viewer. Welcome back. So happy to see you. And Mystic, yeah, this is absolutely lovely. I really like it. These over here are dice. We will be able to use it on different places across our home. Seraphine burned hard out of dark side, and you dropped in and out of consciousness in your seat as the rig made its way across the belts. But now, with open space between you and Lane, you feel fresher, more awake. Seraphine breaks the silence. We're good, sleeper. It says troubled, stubborn, and on the run. The designs are cool, really cool. I love it. I really love it. His eyes don't leave the monitor, and you realize this part of your escape is routine for him. You and he must have docked this ship countless times in your work for Lane. The problem is, you don't remember any of them. We made it, he whispers, closing his eyes and letting out a sigh. We certainly did. He turns and you see a pained look on his face, as if remembering something difficult. Have you said this exact thing to him before? In this same situation? Are you okay? He looks at you, chewing one side of his lip, searching your face. Not really, he puffs. Seraphine reaches up, flicking through a set of switches in a practiced fashion, completing the shutdown. You watch, a little frustrated with your own uselessness. Running the rig, you realize, is just another thing you've forgotten. A clang that runs through the walls of the ship is followed by a short percussive alarm tone from the pilot's console. Docking complete. Seraphine kicks off from his seat, twisting as he glides past you towards the back of the cockpit. His hands find the rails on either side of the door, and he pauses, facing into the corridor beyond. Oh, I really like this game, I'm sorry. He's so brilliant. He turns back to you, backlit in cold cyan. Welcome, Cheese! Welcome, welcome! Welcome to the chat! We need a plan. He glances around. Lane's not going to let us sleep away quietly, he sighs. We need to talk. We need to talk. Because we don't remember anything. Seraphine borrows his brow. Not now, sleeper. We need to forget. He flinches, the words coming out wrong. We need to focus on something other than... He pauses again, unsure. Us, he sighs. We need to survive this thing first. Then maybe we talk. Fine by me. Seraphine nods, but the tension remains. We have bought ourselves some time. He glances through the cockpit window and the blinking lights of the station. You may not remember Hexport, but I do. And there are plenty of opportunities here for us. If we can keep our heads down... He turns back to the corridor. That's what we'll do. Thank you, Cheese, for the hydration. Gonna hydrate, gonna drink my tea. Ah, wonderful. Looks like a lot of reading in this game. Ah, thank you so much. That's very kind. Thank you kindly. Ah, also a reminder, as you can see on top of my head, there is the follower goal, and we are so close to 500. So if you're liking the stream, please consider following. It's free. It helps a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, let's continue. He pushes off and glides towards the main lock, and you follow, pulling yourself along, hand over hand in 0G. We're already emptied. No, we already emptied the tank on this thing. He slaps a hand against the ship's insides. Oh, that sounds lewd. Okay. So we... I'm sorry. So, we need to refuel, and that won't be cheap. But if you had one thing, Sleeper, it's how to work. I'm gonna get myself reacquainted, see if I can turn up any old connections, people that might throw us an easy contract. You... He glances back over his shoulder. You keep out of trouble. Low profile. Got it. Seraphine stops at the airlock. Stopping to reboot halfway through, he pulls a worn crew jacket from a locker, and starts pulling on it. Putting it on! I was reading the chat. Sorry, I got distracted. Thank you for the headpats, Mystic. And thank you, Tease. Thank you kindly. We don't know what that did to you. He jams an arm into a sleeve. I don't want you passing out in... He stops. I'll be fine. So fine. It's okay. Seraphine drops his head, swearing to himself. He grabs another crew jacket and thrusts it at you. I give up with that one. Just put the damn hood up, will you? Thank you. Seraphine nods. He stabs the button to open the lock. I got a hiccup! Wonderful. The inner door hisses open, and Seraphine glides through. Wait for me a little bit, then leave. Did I say for me? Wait for, for a little bit, then leave. Anyone looking for us will be Kiki, stop looking at the chat! I'm fine. It's distracting me, I'm sorry. Anyone looking for us will be looking for two people traveling together. He looks at you in your worn crew jacket. A limited disguise for what is clearly a sleeper. We meet back here later. Any trouble? Same thing. Meet here. He surveys your disguise again and shakes his head. This is a shitty idea. He gives you one last look. Maybe find yourself something to eat. Suddenly, you recognize Seraphine's instinct to look after you. A flash of a relationship now lost to the reboot. Catch! Seraphine throws a handful of something towards you. You manage to grab the projectiles, and then you open your hand. You see a stack of cryo cheats. Those should get you some food. We need some more fuel and supplies. Oh? Damn it! Single Princess is silly today. I see nothing wrong. Oh my god. Kiki, over here! Damn it! Oh my god, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. I'm fine. I'm so fine. Damn it. He grimaces. That means up jobs on the station for both of us. Also, the words I'm mispronouncing, that is salt. Like, that is seasoning from the game. Mispronouncing things. No, it's having charm. There's no need to correct anything. Seraphine kicks off and glides down the docking bridge. Don't go too far, alright? He shouts as he leaves. Take it slow. And with that, he is gone, leaving the connecting bridge and heading into Hexport's docking concourse. You wait for a moment in silence. Okay. Think about Seraphine. It's hard to know what's going on inside Seraphine's head. Here he is, on some hapless escape plan with a friend who can't remember a thing about him. You try to imagine how close you both must have been for him to agree to this thing, but it is painful to think about. That's all gone now, anyway. All you can do is move on. You shake the thoughts from your head and pull the jacket tight. Let's see what Hexport has to offer. Sorry. You kick off and glide into port. I'm gonna hydrate. Much better. Thank you for the hydration. Thank you so much. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. The game runs in cycles, during which you can perform actions with your dice, use cryo to buy food, fuel, supplies, and items. Progress clocks towards new scenes and events. You can review tutorials. All right. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Oh. Exchange. The music. Oh. This music is too good. It's a 5. All right. We are here. This is our home. The rig. Busy waste station dock. Waste station goods exchange. Here. You perform actions by assigning action dice to them. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you will succeed at the action. But your dice will be modified by your skill. Your skill modifier for the action is displayed on the right and will reduce or increase the value of the dice assigned to the action. Like skill checks, dice actions have 3 outcomes: positive, negative, and neutral. Each action is also rated safe, risky, or dangerous, based on the outcomes it has. The more dangerous an action is, the more significant both its rewards and consequences are. Okay! Trade the scrap, rules of the exchange. So, this is that if we do one of these things often, this will go full, and something will happen. In this case, it says the exchange... Sorry, let me pull this off. The exchange passes with the conversation of commerce. This is a place where contracts are found. You just need to look. Impress the brokers! After a great start, the data brokers are the heart of the exchange. They show off their knowledge by discussing decryption. I don't want to risk too much or use an important dice. 50 neutral, 25 positive. Let's go. Let's risk it. There we go. Positive. Yes, boy. You just progressed the clock. Basically this thing. Because it was positive, it filled 2 spots. And we also have this. It's our inventory. This is the money. This is the fuel, and these are the supplies. That is wonderful. And for some reason, I'm having controller controls? No, thank you. Alright. There we go. We have still some dice. We've been here, Hexport to Trade Hall, and busy waste station dock. Let's go here. Chat to the cruise or explore the docks. And the clock in here is Hexport connections. The Hexport docks thrum with life. There are contacts to be made here. You're sure of it. So, really? Is it dangerous? What? Hexport's docks are a dizzying mess of braided cables and flickering signage. Filled with busy spacers, exploring is both thrilling and intimidating. Chat to the cruise. I can spare this one. Can I? What happens if I use this one? Oh no! This one? Ah, that's better. Oh, the engage! We don't have the engage skill! Oh goodness, and this is intuition. What happens if I put this here? Oh, nothing bad. It's good. Let's start action. Oh, export expert. New location discovered. Wonderful. The Benz, chaotic dockside bar, and spacer trading market. So, no active drives. Drives are missions. Okay, let's go here. Buy fuel, fill fuel, buy supplies, fill supplies. In this case, we have to drag this here. Supplies. Make purchase. Thank you. Alright, this bar you see here are the points we have, because we can't do everything at once, even if we have dice for it. So, these are our action points. Let's go to the bar. Oh, the systems in these are kinda cool, right? It's so nice. In my humble opinion, it's a great game to take into consideration, honestly. But yeah, Ben's Fry. A plastic bag of flash fried, salt flecked tubers. Tubers? The Ben's Fry brings the spacers back to the scattered tables of the bar, cycle after cycle. Play a Star and Stoker. Oh my god, what happens if I put these 2 dice in here? Oh. Oh, gambling. Oh no, gambling. What do we do? Do we try? Let's try, we're here to play. Yeah, let's go, honey. Money. I am way too happy about that. Become the best at gambling. No, do not gamble. Do not gamble. Do not gamble. I'm watching you. The rig is your ship and home to the starboard belt. While the rig is docked at the hub, there are multiple areas you can visit. The bunks, use dice to reduce stress. Galley, use supplies to regain energy. Other locations will unlock as you play. While the rig is in the dock, sorry, I'm laughing still. Kiki gambled on his streams, I must gamble. No! Oh no. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can choose which resources they should focus on in the crew task. Alright. Was this the point or was this the stress? I think this over here was the stress. It's a life clock on the run. Oh, the cycle clock. This will happen yes or yes, so it's fine. You've put some distance between you and Lane, but you are sure that he will close the gap as soon as he is able. Odd jobs, scavenge fuel, or source supplies. We don't have fuel, so for now, scavenge for fuel. Yes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Busy, yeah. Let's go home and end cycle. For now. We're in trouble, sleeper. Seraphine leans into the bunks as you are getting up. Without further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. You drift out into the passage, pulling on your clothes and glide down the length of the rig, the cool air making you shiver. Seraphine is a silhouette silently leading the way. He stops at the far end, diverting through a side door, shooting you a glance as he does. You and Seraphine, sorry, Spanish in me. You find Seraphine inside, holding one of a tangle of arm-thick tubes that are waving in the zero-G engine room. Do you know what these are? Fuel pipes? Close enough. These are the engine's feed lines. He waves on one in the air, and before you ask, no, they aren't supposed to be waggling loose. What did you do? Seraphine laughs. Oh, I see how it is. This must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way out Darkside. He looks at the mess. We are lucky the reserve tank is empty, otherwise... He shakes his head. It would have been bad. But he pushes the pipe to the side. No feed from the reserve tank means that the rig's range is limited to the local region only. He thumps the large lumping housing of the engine. This thing can't take us anywhere far. So we fix it? Seraphine sighs. That's the short of it. Seraphine whacks the engine housing again, harder this time. Just not being on our run of luck. He runs and starts gathering the tangled feed lines, his frustration evident in the violence of his movements. We will need a new set of these, that's for sure. He starts forcing them into a crate. So how would you try to track them down? I'll take a look at things here and see if I can figure out another fix for the reserve tank. He glances up from his work. From what I've heard on Hexport, Factory Row is the place to find ship fitters. Maybe you can do some recon while I sort this place out? It's on the other end of the station. Okay, I'll take a look. Seraphine keeps working. Wait, Seraphine pauses, seemingly unsure. There's something else. He drops the feed lines and they float, waving in the air like tubular seaweed. I've heard word that Lane's on the hunt. He frowns. A message went out everywhere in the local radius of Darkside. He's looking for us. And we can't leave. Exactly, Seraphine sighs. Which is why we need those feed lines. I'm going to try to work something out. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. He looks down. I'm no ship fitter. But while I do, you go hunting. See what you can turn up, okay? He smiles a weak smile. Get going. You leave the engine room and clanking sound on Seraphine's cleanup efforts echoing through the ship. Fuel feed lines, that's the next step. You take a deep breath and head out. We have new drive. Basically, a mission. Drives come in two ways, major and minor. On completing major, drive rewards 2 upgrade points, and minor, 1. Okay. Find the ship fitter. Alrighty. Shipboard kitchen. See, one space here of the clock is full. New location discovered. Ooh, that's cool. Ramshackle Fabrication Center. Wait, let me go here. Cook? Make a meal. Nice! It was the energy. It was the energy. I was like, I forgot what that was. But nice. Wonderful. The vibe of this game is really cool already. It is, right? I really love it. That's why I really like Citizen Sleeper, and if you want to play this, I recommend you play the first, obviously. So let's go here. Trusted supplier. So we need 4 of those, and we have some dice, so we can do that. We can use a big dice for the danger. Here, these whole materials. We don't have Endure, so that's something we have to be careful of. Factory Row is filled with workers hauling material through its zero-G corridors. Helping might win you some funds among the factories. Or search the row. Risky. The factory owners of the row speak mostly in terms of supply and demand, but going door to door may help you find the ship fitter you need. What happens if I put one of these big dices? Risk. Whoa, nice! It was positive! Oh no, it was neutral. No, my bad. Okay, okay. And if we do this? Oh, no. Okay. Progress is progress, you know, for today it's fine. Material processing. All scrapyards have paid data diffusal work to offer. Salt text. Ooh. Alright. Huh. What about this? Not bad. Not bad. And we have engineering. A lot of engineering. It's known locally. It's a slightly terrifying scrapyard where open shifts are always available. This is for making cryo. Right? Oh. Let's start action. Nice! 12! That's how we do it. Perfect, perfect. We were here. And I am interested in this. Oh, goodness. Dice is of 1. Chat to the crews. Let's see. Let's go! Neutral outcome! Let's go! Okay, okay, that's nice. That's lovely. Sorry, I keep thinking that you can press escape. Freight loading. The warehouses at the export docks supply the industrial operations of the station, meaning they need constant loading and restocking. That's for obtaining more things, right? Impress the brokers, trade scrap. I'm cleaning up components. It's an engineer's job, more than a trader's. That's what we are, engineers. Engineers, sorry. I speak English so well. Oh, -6 cryo. But we got this clock full. This clock full. My English is so good. I'm so good at English. New location discovered. Ooh, we got a canteen. That's expensive. Jesus. Full clock. Absolutely. Material processing. We have 1 dice. I want to save this. I want to save this. Alright. Odd jobs. Fuel. The crew. Yeah, go for fuel. Honestly. Per cycle, energy. Okay. Rest and recover. Sometimes it's necessary to rest, or at least to try to... See? You guys need to rest. Rest is important as well. You can't be productive if you are very much broken. Ooh, sorry. What's this? Input 1 feed lines. We don't have that for now, unfortunately. It was over here. Yes, and we got some nice set of dices here. We don't have endure, so I'm gonna use this big dice here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you know we got this. Negative outcome! Less energy, but we got the trusted supplier, at least 1. Oh, man. What about this? Positive outcome! Let's go! Factory row howls as you glide through its cramped passages. Whatever its many bays and rooms once were, they now serve as containers for industry of every kind. Whirring manufactories precisely engineer components with rapidly shifting arms, while scrapers hammer incessantly at bent ship plates. Everywhere you look, there is energy and activity, and for good reason. Hexport itself is built on the derelict fragments of a solar reflector, and even the small amount of energy generated by its remaining mirrors is enough to power a city of machines. It is familiar to you, of course, in a strange, far-off way because of Darkside. That place and your memories of it are a muddy haze, but it is hard to forget the glint of its hexagonal reflectors, 10 or 20 times more in number than Hexport's, and that wild, flickering city growing on their back like a tumor. In comparison, Hexport feels provincial, but deep in Factory Row, you could almost be back in Darkside. And then you see them, tubes just like those Seraphine had waved in your face, the feed lines. You push over to the display window of the unit marked Karsten's Supply in block capitals cut from hull plate. There amongst an angled shelf of oversized ship components sit the feed lines like some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. You slip inside where the sound of Factory Row is a little screened and spot a large figure working at a bench. Hunched over, concentrating, it seems he doesn't notice you enter. Hello? A sharp eye glints as the figure looks over his shoulder. Can I help you? His accent is heavy. Oh, wait. Can I help you? No, I didn't do good. I'm sorry. I can do Spanish accent, though. Can I help you? His accent is heavy, but unknown to you. Those feed lines, how much? Nice place you have! Do you see the little reaction from the profile of Karsten's face? He grunts, something you need? Before you can respond, he tracks your eyes to the feed lines in the window. He looks back at you with a subtly changed expression, one you can't quite place. Look how the glasses are floating. That's such a cool detail. Is he missing a finger? He's missing a finger. Oh my god! What do you have a bite here? Damn, Kinky boy! He has a bite! In his arm! In here? Oh my god, okay. For a brief moment, I thought I'm in this game. Sorry. This man has some good stories, probably. He turns with surprising grace and begins cleaning his hands on the cloth. Those sharp eyes scan you, but Karsten's thick-set features do not betray the results of his assessment. Custom built those for a client that never collected. He looks at his hands while he speaks, checking for stray oil stains. You have one of the old MEVs then? MEV? He sounds out the letter. Wait. He sounds out the letter in a way you don't recognize as he speaks. You try to recall anything you know about your ship, but the memories elude you. Perhaps Seraphine could have come along. I think so. Karsten squints a little. Right. Look, Karsten drifts over to where you are standing, his imposing height evident. For a fellow enthusiast like you, he continues in a distinct monotone, let's say a few hundred cryo on clean chits. Excuse me? 400? Jesus, he shoots a glance at the feed lines. 400, let's say, to be precise. 400? Oh, Jesus. It's expensive, I know. It's a shame, but it's just what they are worth. He screws up his mouth a little, into something that might be a smile. However, I'm more of a bartering type myself anyway. Barter sounds amazing. There's a little favor I need a crew for, and well, you look like you might be a good fit. He tucks the cloth away in a pocket and clasps his hand. I know of an old Solheim wreck out there, very old, pre-collapse. It's tucked away in a dead zone, so no one has ever really cut it. He shrugs. Not only that, but Solheim derelicts have a habit of triggering nasty security protocols when approached by an unfamiliar ship, so it's been left well alone. But a salvager like you, with an old Solheim rig, I bet it wouldn't even flinch if it saw you coming. He smiles. I have a special interest, a need for that old tech. All those Solheim ships have a data core, and while I don't care about the counting reports or material ledgers or whatever they kept on the damn thing, I do care about the hardware. So, if I was to find you back here with a data core in your cargo hold, clean cut and complete, well then, I could see my way to doing a straight barter with those feed lines. Karsten pauses, sniffs at the air again. You just need the coordinates. Why do you want it? A special interest. To wait for more, but his flat expression tells you it isn't coming. So, you interested? He glances back at his workbench, because I'm a busy man. I'll do it! Alright then. He holds out a heavy hand for you to shake. As you automatically reach out, he grabs your forearm instead. Karsten pulls you closer, squeezing your arm. Let's keep this between us, alright? He half smiles, his face huge and close. It's our deal. Before you can respond, he thumps a little drive. He thumps a little drive into your palm. Those coordinates. And then he lets go of your arm with that... with what you swear is a wink! A wink. This... Sir? Sir? Oh my god! Wow, okay. Just take a moment to collect yourself, and by the time you do, a whirring fills the air. Karsten having returned to his workbench. You turn and glide out of Karsten's supply with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement in the pit of your stomach and the cacophony of factory row in your ears. A contract. Seraphine might even be impressed. You look at the drive in your palm and smile. This could be a route out. You think of leaving this place behind, in possession of an improved ship too. Suddenly, a small but firm hand falls in your back, an equally small voice coming with it. Hey, hey, wait up! Ooh, Junie! You turn into the passage to see a young woman, her hair waving from the rapid glide. She clearly just came out to catch you. She steadies herself using your shoulder. Sorry! She smiles a quick and flat smile. Wanted to catch you. I'm Junie. Her dark eyes flick around nervously. You notice the portable terminal she carries, something data scrapers call a deck, and her backpack full of components and trailing wires. I'm glad my name is written with C and not with a K. I'm gonna hydrate again, real quick. Do I know you? She pauses, confused by the question. No, she pauses again. Karsten, she calls. She starts, still catching her breath. He sent me to graph you. She smiles a flat smile again. Wants me to come with you on that job. Her eyes shoot down to the drive in the palm of your hand. She smiles again. Why didn't he tell me? She glances back toward Karsten's. I guess he forgot? He does that sometimes. She looks sheepishly at you. He just grabbed me after you two were done talking, so... Karsten's always sending me on things like this. I guess he wants me to help you out. Keep an eye on things. She pauses. I can be pretty helpful. Do we trust her? Do we trust her, chat? So, she looks around the passage. Should I meet you at your ship and you can tell me when you're ready to go? Should we trust her? Sounds good. Okay, great. Her eyes light up. She notices she still has her hand on your shoulder and takes it off. Jenny pushes off and waves, looking forward to working with... Oh, sorry. Looking forward to working with you. She called back as an afterthought. What about the ship? Oh, I'll find it. She goes back and then disappears down the passage. You watch her go, glad of the contract, but nervous too. Will Karsten keep up his side of the bargain if you deliver? It's fine. It's okay. Nothing we can't surpass, you know. I don't know about this, sleeper. Seraphine looks nervously out of the rig's window as you finish explaining Karsten's deal, as well as Eunice's offer to help. If this job was easy, Karsten would have done it himself already. That means there's a catch. He frowns at the stars. And there's definitely something going on with this Juni girl. He shakes his head. What choice do we have? What if... Seraphine narrows his eyes. We could get the cryo together to buy the feed lines. Why? He wants to barter. You're right. I just can't shake the feeling that we are wandering in blind. Me too, my friend, me too. It's fine. Plus, Seraphine gives you a sly look. I did manage to turn something up in my station wandering. I found the contract board at the exchange. Oh no, my throat is hurting. Am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna get a cold? It's a kind of throat pain that is screaming, you are gonna be sick for a week. Ah, goodness. I'm gonna hydrate. I've been breathing for an hour, almost. Minute here, minute there. I do this for you, chat. That's why subscribing to Kiki is wise. Thank you for your consideration. Any donations are also appreciated. Okay, after that little outbreak... I found the contract board at the exchange further in the station. He gestures towards export. We take on a job? That might get us some of the... that might get us some of the way towards buying those feed lines. Plus, even if we do want to take Karsten's job, a bit of money to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up on fuel, supplies, be ready for whatever comes. I'll take a look. While you are at it, you might want to see if you can scare up some freelance work too. Some freelance crew, sorry. Seraphine shrugs. Many hands make light work, and all that. Or... we stop messing around. We take Karsten's job right now and get it done before he can think twice. No, let's get ready. Thank you for the headpats, Mystic. And thank you for your support, chat. Seraphine Jones. Seems like a whole set of bad options to me. Either way, I've still got work to do on the drive. Seraphine nods a farewell, heading back to the engine room. Let me know what you decide. For a moment, you pause, letting the haze of plans and ideas settle in your mind. Suddenly, you're curled up, pain shooting along your spine. You grit your teeth, your muscles lock tight. Your vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut. You feel a shift, as if some connection has broken. It's almost impossible to describe, like you're floating away from your body, dispersing, dissolving. There is nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth. And then another shift comes, and you're back in your body, trembling against the metal wall of the passage. The pain slowly fades, becoming a pulsing throb, and then a residual flicker. You flex in 0G, stretching out the tension. There is a strange sensation of distance that persists beyond the pain, a disconnection between your body and yourself, a flickering numbness that refuses to recede. You wonder if the reboot has done something to your body, or if this is some new sensation you will have to live with indefinitely. This strikes you that you know so little about the body that houses you. It could be moments away from collapse, or it might persevere for countless cycles like this. You try to shake off the feeling, pushing your hands against each other until they feel like they are yours again. Time is the only thing you need, and right now it feels like it's running out fast. You head for the airlock. You have work to do. Ooh. Map? Do I have a map? Existential dread is so real. It's absolutely so real. Crew contract. Shifter. Shipper. Sorry. Ship fitter. English. My brain is going. Okay, so. Minor. Seraphine advises you to get the contract from the board. Finding one should be easy. Completing it is the challenge. Accept Conway's signal contract. Lane is hunting you. Seraphine reckons any contract will go easier if you can get another crew member on board. The trick is finding them. Find a new crew member. I want to track that. Here. Tattoo cruise. Probably a good idea. We'll have engage. Well. Nice! Neutral outcome. That's so cool. Perfect. And contracts. The station management have located the Conway signal. They are concerned to see one so close, and you're looking for someone to disable its source. 200! That's a lot of money. Type risky. Tomorrow. In-game. It's fine. Trust me. Trust me. We have some fuel. Alright. Alright. We have some fuel. Go for supplies. Go for supplies. Can we cook? Make a meal. Start action. And we have energy once again. Where was the contract thingy? Here? I think? Yeah, it is. Okay. We got this. Nice. The contract on the map. Here? No, not exactly. Where is it? Ooh, I forgot you can upgrade. On the left, you can upgrade your skills to improve the skill modifier. To the right, you can upgrade your push, the unique ability of your class. Okay. 0 points available. Okay. It's a map. It means this, probably? Sorry. I'm just being silly. Toggle tracking. Toggle tracking. That should make things easier. Are we not saying something? Complete Conway signal contract. Disable signal source. Huh? They're looking for someone to disable. Is this close over here? The music. Nice. Swift scrap hole. And ship feeder and supplier. Being silly is so fun. Just let me see something. No. Options? Guide? Map and contracts. Your map allows you to travel between hubs and contracts and can be accessed by the map button to the left of the dice. Here! I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm so blind. I am so blind. So blind. Ah! Damn it. Okay. Contracts are high risk, high reward jobs that you and your crew can take on. Okay, gather enough fuel to travel to the contract. Gather as many supplies as you can afford to keep you and your crew going. Okay, then we have to get prepared, basically. A streamer vision. Totally. Oh, we so need supplies. And the cycle. Get them dices and get them supplies as well. Okay, that's nice. Go and do the odd jobs. Now we are gonna we have 3 of fuel. I will buy supplies, but I don't have enough. It is what it is. Let's go. Conway signal. Confirm. Not available. Travel to contract. Why can't I use her? Wait. This girl was in here, right? Rig engine? Leave. Huh. Okay, wait a second. Because we need to recruit someone. Just in case. Just in case. Chat to cruise. There we go. As you're gliding across the docking concourse, you hear a scuffle. The noise of raised voices cuts through the conversation drifting out of the dockside shops. Glancing down an alley, you see a huddle of figures shouting back and forth. You spot one man in the middle of the group, surrounded pushing the others back as they grabbed at the bags slung over his shoulder. You don't like the way this looks, but then again, Seraphine told you to keep your head down. Okay, let's read that again. So, figures shouting back and forth. You spot one man in the middle of the group, surrounded, pushing the others back as they grab at the bag slung over his shoulder. We don't have India. We so not have India. Cause a distraction. Positive outcome! Nice. You look around for something that could break up the fight and see the thick cooling pipes running down the alley wall. You quickly try to understand the system and choose a valve to start the spinning. As you do, the system begins to bend in sequence down the alley, violent jets approaching the group. There's a scramble in the alley, and you spot the figure who was being attacked drop down to the alley floor. Then the scene is blanketed in pale coolant, and everything goes still. The clouds settle and condense on the pipes. As they do, you see a clear alley, the assailants having fled, with one figure gliding towards you. Whoa, Femi! A stubborn salvageur captain. I suppose you think that was clever. The man gives you a severe look. You're either very smart, he shakes his head, or very lucky those jets missed me. Which is it? I was helping. The man laughs. Well, he shakes his head. Thanks, I guess. He kicks off and drifts past you. You watch the man go, and then, after a moment, he stops and turns back. He rubs his forehead, looking down as he does. What is your deal, anyway? He sighs. Maybe you're new here, but Hexport is no place for do-gooders. You needed help? The man smiles. I don't think so. He shakes his head. Bunch of cowards. Idiots too. Getting beat up over some scrap. Look, let's not hang around, alright? The monk pats his chest. I'm Femi. He unshoulders one of the bags and pushes it towards you. Make yourself useful. Let's head. You get the strap of the bag over your shoulder and follow him through the docks, gliding past the concourse towards the connecting bridges. He cuts down a side passage, looking back to check you are following. Then he stops at a docking bridge connecting to a tall green ship with yellow markings. You look out the viewing window as its odd catamaran-like shape, seemingly built from 2 separated hulls welded together. Symbol Crash, he says, and you assume that's the ship's name. Femi, are you bringing in strays? A young woman, brightly dressed and stretching as she glides, drifts into the passage. She glances at you. No offense. Nia, Femi shakes his head. This one, he squeezes your shoulder. Helped me fend off some expert scum while you were busy sunning yourself. Nia raises an eyebrow. I'm sure you could handle them, big brother. Oh! Brother and sister! Alright. Her glib response hides the flash of concern that passes across her face. You can't tell if Femi noticed. Nia turns to you. Thanks, she smiles sweetly. And I am sorry for my brother. She shoots him a glance. Just in general. Nia, Femi murmurs. Enough now. He reaches over and takes the bag you were carrying. Nia rolls her eyes at you, but stays silent. Factory Row wouldn't take this. Femi hefts the bag. I'm gonna load them back up. Maybe we'll find a use for them. He turns back to you. Thanks for the assist, sleeper. He nods firmly. Not what I expected. He slaps the button for the bridge door and kicks off along the docking bridge on his way to the cymbal crash. Nia looks at you with raised eyebrows. I hope my brother was joking, or did you really help him? I tried. Thank you. She looks back at the ship. My brother needs help more than he admits. What do you mean? She tenses. I don't know if... She smiles a tight smile. I shouldn't have said anything. She pauses, thinking. I want to ask you something. She takes a deep breath, then gives you a direct look. What is she building up to? Are you looking for a crew? She looks away. Sorry to be direct, but you seem like, well, if you're on Hexport, maybe you are with a crew. She stops herself. I mean, maybe your crew needs crew? Maybe you're looking for it? I am. She struggles to hide her smile. Nia looks back at the ship, then at you. Look, I'll be honest, being on a crew with my brother is nice, but he is suffocating me. She frowns at her own bluntness. I'm not a kid anymore, you know, but he still sees me like one. She shrugs. I want to show him I can handle myself. I need experience. I need to run some contracts. She gives you a determined look. What do you say? Shouldn't I ask your brother about this? That is exactly the point. She shakes her head. No, you should not have to ask my brother. Oh gee, okay. Her eyes flare with anger. Sorry, she pauses. I'm a good salvager, alright? You can use me. She smiles. I can spot things. Find gaps, weighs in. She folds her arms across her chest. I know what I am doing. Femi taught me well. She glances back at the ship. Just consider it, alright? Let me prove myself. Suddenly, a shot comes from the ship, echoing down the passage. Femi. He makes both of you nervous. Nia looks in his direction. As you go, she pushes off towards the docking bridge. I'll be waiting. Nia gives you one last glance as she departs, then disappearing into the docking bridge, leaving you alone in the passage. Nice! That's so nice. So, technically we have a crew? Let's see the map. Confirm. Yes, we have her. Okay, we can't use Seraphine for now. That's fine. Travel to contract. And a mosquito. It seems that it bit my hand, because in my hand is a mark of the fucking mosquito bite. I'm sorry, that pissed me off. It's a drone. Seraphine spots the signal source first, the light barely shimmering off its dark hull plating, a design trait that betrays its covered use. Lucky bug! Okay. A flash catches your attention, and you see a rent in the hull, through which red lights pulse. Wounded, Seraphine shakes his head. Wish they'd finished the job. You've seen one before? Seraphine looks back over his shoulder towards you. We've seen one before, don't you? Sorry, I know it isn't your fault. He looks at the drone. Lane had us work on one in Darkside Bay, though it was barely a shell. Disarmed and deactivated, he had us searching through its guts for salvage. Even that one gave me the creeps. and it had its core ripped out. He pushes the ship closer. This one is still alive. Conway! Nia hisses her teeth. Corporate's con. You glance over at her and see the fire in her bright eyes. They don't even dare to come here and force us out themselves. It's all proxies and drones. She shakes her head. Typical core-bred cowards. Run into them before? She glances at you. You might say that. She looks out at the drone. You won't see me taking my eyes off that thing for a second. Seraphine carefully glides the ship closer. You watch the drone. System is full of these things now, running missions for their operators. Rare to see one out in the belt, though. Maybe got hit during a run-in with Senate-stat mercs. It looks like it's drifting. Most of the system's blown out, but look, there! He jabs a finger towards a red light on the far side of the drone. It's still broadcasting, and maybe even receiving. Can it attack us? Unlikely, Seraphine smiles. Would have blasted us already if it could. Comforting. Nia looks nervous. Seraphine brings you ever closer. What I remember from the dark side job is that the central core and the broadcast array need to be shut off to kill these things. Core will turn off local systems, and the broadcast array will sever the link with the Conway operators. Seraphine swallows, but you can bet those systems are protected. Sorry, let Seraphine explain. Your attention is suddenly drawn by a shudder from the drone, like a tremor running along its length. This thing is rigged to blow, Sleeper. He frowns. We go slow and careful, and we don't touch anything we don't know about. He turns back to Nia. You hear that? I got you. She looks sincere. Seraphine brings the rig to stop, close enough for you to cross through the open space to reach the drone's hull. Let's suit up. You head down to the airlock to prepare. As you get suited up, you think of the corporate war taking place in the inner system, the war that this drone was driven from. Out here, on the shore of the conflict, the biggest danger is that this flotsam and jetsam drifting in with the tides and orbits of the system might, one cycle, bring the war with it. For now, the belt is outside of its reach, but looking at the red pulsing drone, that doesn't give you much comfort. Ooh! 2 dice for each crew member. As you put aside your own dice, pay attention to the crew's skills. Crew will take a stress. Crew stress. When their stress is full, you will no longer be able to use them to perform actions. While on contract, your energy bar will automatically be supplied for each cycle that you have available supplies. When your supplies are depleted, both you and your crew will take 1 stress per cycle. Jesus. Okay. Exposed to an interior. Whoa. So you have endurance. You have endure. And you have intuition, right? Okay. That's a dangerous job. That's a really dangerous job. Identify the route. It seems that the yellow cabling is part of the broadcast system. Following it may be the key. Oh boy. Okay, we have to be careful about the things we do. Gee. Create opening. There's a gap where the drone sustained some damage. Can you? Agreed, Sleeper. Whew, okay, go ahead. You got this. Positive outcome! Yes! As the whole plating comes away, a red-lit tangle of twisted cables and piping is revealed, like the interior of some creature. Let's go! That's nice. I should have gotten more supplies. I should have gotten more supplies. I should have gotten way more supplies. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's so fine. How about I do this? Oh goodness. Please! Positive outcome! Yes! Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nia? Oh no. I'm not work shy. Like, I know you're not work shy. But let's reconsider. Okay. Okay. Interface. Okay. Release the hatch. Engineer, that's my task. I'm gonna use this one. Control access. Requires convoy is protective. It's highly protective of the. No, I think we shouldn't waste resources on that. I don't have endure, have I? No, no, don't. Endure is a task for this boy to do. Okay, let's see. Drone stress, negative outcome. What did you do, Seraphine? It took one stress point. Oh my god. Okay. Leave. Let's go to the ship. Oh goodness. What happens if we go here? Rest and recover. Yeah. End cycle. Okay, okay. We got this. We got this so much. We're so good. Okay. Nia. You should be good. Neutral outcome, but you took a stress. I swear to God. Oh my god. Okay, that's 100% positive. Perfect. Good job, Seraphine. Oh. Ugh. Both of you have one. Oh, goodness. You know, whatever. Oh, neutral outcome. That was amazing. What the hell? Okay. Once again, let's see. Negative outcome. Messed up, right up. No way. You. No, really. You know, no, leave. End the cycle. And now you're starving. Oh, well. Eat to regain energy. Okay. Well. We're good. Please. Please. Nia. Girly. Neutral outcome. You got the stress, but you got the point. Okay, you know, that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. Positive outcome! Let's go! You hear the blipping immediately. Among the chambers and cabling of the drone's interior, something has started counting down. Guys? Nia's voice comes hissing through the suit's comm channel. Does anyone else hear that? Because I'm getting nervous. Shit! Seraphine's voice joins her. This is what I was worried about. Are we screwed? I can't be sure. Seraphine has dropped his voice to a whisper, as if that might make a difference. Either this thing is about to send out a distress call, or is about to blow. We've got to shut this system down fast. He pauses. Then we move on to the other side, because I bet you there's a surprise waiting for us there too. We good? Nia sounds tense. Am I heading back to the ship or what? Seraphine cuts in. We're good, we keep going. He shuts off the channel. You take a moment in the silence. Alright, time to deal with this fast. Then get over to the other side before something happens. Oh, Jesus. Hack broadcast. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. This is half and half. Negative outcome. Jesus. Okay. During a contract, you can use your push ability once per cycle to give you an edge in a tricky situation. Pushing accrues 1 stress, but will give you a key advantage based on your chosen class. I wouldn't use my push. Please, only 1 point. There we go! Array disabled. That's good. That must be good. Question mark? And end the cycle. Okay. Okay. I know, you guys are stressed. Bear with me now. Okay, okay. Release the hatch. Or reprogram the hatch. Interface you? That's not interface, is it? What about you? Okay, let's see. Alright. 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 I'm gonna go full in. Nice, that's 4. Start. Come on, big boy! Neutral! Perfect! Come on, big boy! Again! There we go! That's my brave boy! Nia! You got this, Nia. You got this, you got this. You got this! Yes, I'm having big luck. Big luck. My luck has been impeccable. Nia's gonna be useless now. She's too stressed. Find someone else, please. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. It's all good. My dice are shit. So it's all on you now. Okay. 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 No, we're gonna fail this mission. We're gonna fail this mission. We're gonna fail this mission so bad. There we go. No big deal. That's right. That's right. Whew. Whew. Can I cook something? I don't have supplies, of course, silly. Bunks. Rest and recover. Leave. And cycle. Okay. Oh, well, not as bad as before, is it? Okay. Is a bit. Okay. Please, we only need 1 more positive or neutral. Please, please, please. Yes! 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 Let's go! We've done it! Jesus! Oh my god! Oh goodness. Wait. Don't use your dice. Let me use mine. Let's see. Neutral outcome. Core disabled. How about you? Start. Please, neutral. Negative outcome. Shit. Okay. Myself. I will get myself. Stress for myself. No, let's rest. I'm so close to defeat this thing. Yeah, one of my dice is broken now. Jesus. Okay, we got this. We got this. There we go! Screw you! What a contract, Jesus! The thrumming, pulsing interior of the drone goes still for the first time since you boarded it. You look across at Seraphine and Nia and share a smile. You all exhale so loudly it can be heard over the suit's shared comm channel. The drone is dead. One less piece of convoy shit to worry about. Nia grins. We killed it. It almost killed us, but... Don't get too excited. Seraphine cuts in. It was looking pretty rough when we got here. You make your way back out to the hall. The drone now faintly running in one direction, its stabilizers offline. Nia catches up with you as you glide towards the rig. We make a pretty good crew, Sleeper. We do. Nia grins widely. She punches you on the arm playfully. You reach the rig's airlock and take one last look at the drone's dark hull. It catches the light as it rolls in the vacuum. At some point in the near future, this drone will likely be smashed to pieces by one of the many asteroids of the belt, spread across this place as twinkling dust. The thought pleases you, as does the thought of all that cryo export now owes you. Time to go collect. Nice! Let's go back. Oh. After docking at Hexport, Seraphine lets go of the controls and leans back into his chair. Nia leans over to you. Thank you, Sleeper. She stretches. I know you took a chance on me. Thanks for helping. Nia smiles, an infectious smile. Feels good to make a contract work. Seraphine smiles, no matter how we pull it off. It's hard not to agree, and it feels better when the Hexport courier comes with a lockbox full of cheats. Lane may still be hunting you, but this should help the effort to slip his net. Suddenly, you hear a familiar voice. Nia! Femi glides into view, approaching from the docks. He fixes you with a stare. What are you playing at, Sleeper? Nia wanted to come. You go to speak, but Nia drifts forward, cutting you off. Don't come throwing your weight around, Femi. I can make my own decisions. She glances back at you. Sleeper took me at my word, and I am grateful. Femi is fuming. Did they know? He turns to you. Well, if you are working for Sleeper, I hope they paid you well. Nia looks away. Well, I asked, so... Femi smiles. Oh, they aren't paying you? Seraphine crosses his arms. Let's keep this civil. You realize this is the first time he's meeting Femi. If we are being civil, seems like Nia is owed her share. Femi fixes you a severe look. Yeah, why not? You grab around a quarter of the cheats from the lockbox and hold them out to Nia. She takes them sheepishly. Alright then, we're good here. He turns to leave. Nia mouths sorry and follows Femi across the docks. Seraphine watches them go. You sure know how to pick him, Sleeper? He shakes his head. He turns away and heads back along the docking bridge. I just hope we aren't going to end up stacking a cryo short when we need to get out of here. Oh my god! Okay. We have 2 points. I should put something on Tinder, to be honest. Oh, we need 4 for that. Yeah. Alright. -1 stress on focused die. Positive outcome. +1 to affected dies. This game is neat. This game is great. Affected dice. But also positive outcome. -1 stress is also cool. But I should save for this. This. Oh my god. I think it's a really great moment to leave the stream over here. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. Thank you so much. for hearing me read to you for a lot of time. I had so much fun. I really love this game. It's super relaxing. Well, not that relaxing because we were about to blow up, but it's really cool. And see you guys